distance for anybody. It's going to be fun. That's the summer. Bugeja with a huge burnout in the Alamo lane. He would be the defending champ, but he took the year off, didn't he? So
he did.
Like you was explaining, Dave, very eloquently, I'm sure. I do know that Dennis Harbour made a test run back on Thursday. So they were first run with a new supercharger, set up, fuel system, everything.
That's right.
To say they were happy was a small understatement, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's going good. They did want to make, as I said earlier, 3 passes on each car, but it just wasn't possible because of the weather. But yeah, lots of changes, this new PSI and the fuel system. Also, this weekend they're racing in memory of their good friend Daniel Schneider, who used to be a crewman on this car, but tragically died in a motorcycle accident about 4 weeks ago. So they're all racing in his memory this weekend. See his name on the side of both cars. Some cause for someone who used to come and race here. But just cleaning those tyres up now, getting these cars ready to open the account. First round of qualifying in top Methanol Dragster. And here we have 2 blown Methanol Dragsters. Monty Bugeja's best 5:29 that he ran here June 2012. Dennis 5:35, which he ran at Tier also in 2012. Both these have been in for a year. What they can do now.
Wow, what another there. 550, 262 against 560,
yeah,
255.
Big shake for Dennis. Well, Werner, how cool is it? It's so good to see you back, first of all. How nervous were you before that first run?
No, not so much nervous. I know Dennis and Timo too is good drivers. We have a complete new system, new blowers, and start slowly. So we must learn with the new combination now. Very much. We need much runs and go step for step a little bit faster, I think.
So it is a
but it's using top fuels. It's using nitromethanol injected into the engine. Now, the idea is that because it's got no supercharger on it, same kind of power and performance as you get out of the Methanol Dragsters. Right. In practice, it is very difficult to achieve all the time. What they tend to say is that on a good, really good, well-performing track, the A-fuel cars will have the edge. On tracks that aren't quite so good, the Methanol cars will probably have a slight advantage. And the idea is that over the course of a year, it should even itself out. Right. There enough. Yeah, you have the A-fuel car with Jerry Darian there providing the tuning advice, as Darryl was talking about. He's done it, T-shirt you can think of. And up against on the other side, you've got Timo. Now, of course, he hasn't done any passes on that car. Those are brand new tyres on that car. This for the team. Stay on it. If he doesn't, he'll...
They're both on one here. Team at 5:31.
My, good for a run combination. I think Arno's would have been a blinder as well.
Yeah, he left before the tree.
He left before the tree was acted. Werner. Now, let me just ask you again. Now, you said no help from anybody, no help from...
Coming round into the right-hand lane, the bright yellow car, the Hector Johansson car, now driven by Johnny Lag, another name for the past, who's come back to join us. And in the other lane, we've got Dave Wilson in the Silverline car, back out of retirement again to blow the cobwebs out of his system. So, both 2 long-time veterans But you could call a pair of old lags, couldn't you, really?
Well, the funny thing is, actually, yeah, Johnny Lag was around racing in the 80s when Dave was around racing too, so they may have even raced each other before, but not with this combination. Dave was here testing. Was it last weekend, Dave? How did all that go? Any ideas?
I mean, Dave said he was happy with the way the car ran. He said it's like getting back on a bike, really. It does.
Okay then, so final pair in top methanol dragster. Dave Wilson, currently the European ET record holder.
Yes, that's right.
And that's under threat already from Timo this weekend, although he's 5:31. What I'm saying is he could go quicker. And
there is potential for that. But then so could Dave if he wanted to. You know what Dave's like, he'll go as fast as he needs to. But if Timo steps up the pace, Dave's just as capable of doing. At the same time, Johnny Lee's getting quicker and quicker. He ran a 5:46 at TS last year, which is a considering for the times he was at the start of the season. And they've done some work over the winter to improve this car.
So Johnny into pre-stage, both into pre-stage, which means it's just a little bit further forward. They are at the start to be. Well, 5:8.